My name is Jaden, and I turn spiritual creators into spiritual entrepreneurs. Now, let me just make this preface. I am not monetized on YouTube. If you go see my subscribers count right now, it's at 743 currently. So no, I do not have 1,000 subscribers. I'm not monetized. I don't have ads on my videos. So how do I make money with YouTube? Business. Very simple. In business, we have two levers: product, which is what we sell, and traffic, which is how we get people to the product so they buy it. I have a product, my one-to-one coaching, which is also like my creator community. So it's my creator entrepreneur community. It's my one-to-one coaching. That's my product. And I traffic it. I get people to that through YouTube videos. Very simple. So that's how I've made $1,185 in the last 9 days as a small YouTuber. I signed my client Aaron on July 4th for $97. I signed my client Ali on July 6th for $197. I signed my client Tristan on July 7th for $197. I signed my client Shauna on July 9th for $197. And I just signed my client today, Lala, my newest client. And she was basically on that same package, but instead of paying $197 a month for 3 months, she paid for the entire package up front for $497. So grand total, $1,185. If you want to check my numbers, you can, but I already did them twice, so get fucked. So that is basically how I've done it. I use YouTube as my traffic. I send that traffic to my product. My product has made me $1,100 in the last 9 days. Very simple. Okay. So in this video, I'm basically just going to be breaking down some implementation, some strategies, some things I've improved upon in the last 10 days that I felt like have really gotten me those results. Okay. So in my opinion, the 100% million, like just biggest thing was improving my packaging. Now, packaging is important for one reason. If they don't click, they don't watch. Very simple, right? Mr. Beast. Okay. And so if people don't click on your video, they can't, right? So this is the funnel of the YouTube video. This is how people go from YouTube video to buying your product. If they don't click on the title and thumbnail, if they're not interested, they can't see the video. If they don't watch the video, they can't hear the CTA. If they don't hear the CTA, they can't go to the description. Well, probably not. They can still go to the description, but they probably won't. If they don't go to the description, they can't click on the link to go to your sales page. And if they don't go to your sales page, they can't buy your shit. So we need good packaging because it's the top of the funnel. We need clicks. We need people to convert from impression into view. That is the start. That is the biggest constraint for most small YouTubers. They just don't know how to package properly. Okay, so I'm just going to break down a couple things that can really help you start improving your packaging. All right. So I've talked a bit about like general ideas for like improving your titles, which are inducing curiosity, evoking emotion, such as fear, such as desire, such as love, mainly fear and desire. Those are the biggest two. Making a bold statement or saying a controversial claim. One of these four things, very potent for like creating a curiosity gap, which is what actually like happens in the reader's mind where they're like, oh, I want to click on this. You know what I mean? But those are ideas. Okay. It's not very like structured. And today I was reading this book by a writer named Nicholas Cole. Super famous internet writer, hundreds of millions of views, been writing online for 17 years, made a fuck ton of money, millions easily, right? So he wrote this book 4 years ago called The Art and Business of Online Writing. If you want, I'll put a link in the description, little affiliate link, you can support the kid. But I read chapter 7, I believe. And honestly, I only read like the first three pages of chapter 7. So I was like, wow, this is so good. I got to go execute. So I actually read that this morning, and so I'm going to be iterating upon that. But let me share those strategies with you that I learned this morning from Nicholas. So, or tactics rather. Strategies are more so like concepts, ideas, and tactics are like things we actually implement. So the tactics go like this. We kind of start with the base idea, and then we target our ideal avatar. Then we craft a compelling promise, and then we basically like summarize 1 through 3 in a clear and concise manner. So I had a video do fairly well recently. We're actually going to talk a bit more about this video later, but it's called If You're Willing, You Could Make Money Online in 30 Days as a Small Educational YouTuber. This title was very good in my opinion, but it was only extremely good looking back with this reference, looking at like Nicholas's structure. So let's start with the promise. Like, what do you mean by craft a compelling promise? Basically, the promise is just what you're giving the audience. Like, what is this piece of video? Like, what is this writing? What is this content about? Headlining is usually like for writing or for tweets, but headlining is everything. Like tweets, I mean, your titles are headlines. The first line of your tweet, that's a headline. The title and subtitle of a book, that's a headline. These are the things that like, it's like these 5 to 15 words that capture attention and make people want to keep, like, to invest their time further, right? So we craft these headlines with compelling promises because that's what actually gets the click. You know what I mean? So think about this. The video is titled, "You could make money online in 30 days." That's a pretty compelling promise. Making money online in 30 days. But it did say if you're willing, which is kind of like a hint at another one, right? The audience. And so I do have small educational YouTuber, which was a big part. And I was actually, my client Tristan, we're going to talk about this later, but my client Tristan literally saw that one video, 28-minute video, heard the CTA, and bought. He said he was running for his credit card after that CTA. It was funny. I was like, yo, salesman J, baby, let's go. Boom, boom. Right? But the only reason that Tristan clicked on that video was because he felt like it was calling him, because it said small educational YouTuber, because Tristan was interested in posting educational content. Actually, my client Ali, she said the exact same thing to me. The video she found me with was probably a video a lot of you guys have seen. My most popular video. If want to make money as a small YouTuber, post daily videos. That video was targeted at small YouTubers, but not only small YouTubers who wanted to make daily videos. And that was Ali's exact avatar, which is why she came to me and bought. So guys, like, when we target our audience, like small YouTubers, like entrepreneurs, my client Erin, she just recently started implementing this, and her videos have like done so well recently. She started implementing like my packaging advice, and she's gotten like 700 views in the past week with her videos that she's uploaded. One of them is currently at around 260-ish, and another is doing 300 plus right now. And the one that's doing 300 plus, that one is titled "Spiritual Women Could Be Rich If They Move Fast." Spiritual women, target audience, rich, transformation, promise, move fast, right? And so we want to not only have like an idea, right? We want to have an idea that targets our audience and crafts a compelling promise that our audience is interested in and wants to know more about. That is how we go from impression to view, okay? That is really how you get clicks. So now that you understand packaging a bit more and you can actually implement that, what I'd recommend, if you don't have any of your own data, so if you haven't had a video that's gotten maybe like 100 views, let's say, go and see who, like, YouTubers that either you resonate with their format of content, so you want to make the same style of content they do. So if you want to make daily talking heads, maybe you look to my stuff. And you also look to people who are in the same niche as you, right? So are doing similar stuff to you. See what works for them and try to just put your own spin on it, right? Try to make it you. You don't usually want to copy titles. You can, and it does work, honestly. But you want to get to the point where crafting ideas, crafting titles is a skill that you're good at. Because like for me now, right? When I get an idea, it's almost just the title almost, right? And now that I actually have this structure from Nicholas, I can actually iterate and improve and refine. But when your ideas are the title, that's very powerful because you can just execute immediately. And you don't have to spend time like crafting the title. That's potent, guys, but that only comes with reps. That usually just comes with having like the time spent on it, and then also having your own data to know what works for you. So until you have your own data, reference others, figure out what works for you. But as soon as you have your own data, a video that does 100, 200 views, look at that video, study that title, and figure out how you can replicate that. Okay? So that's packaging. Now we're going to move on to long form content, which is what I was talking about with Tristan. Okay? So my video, if you're willing, you can make money online in 30 days as a small educational YouTuber, 28 minutes long. Okay? It's 28 minutes long. It's basically broke down like my business model, how I went from like making no money to like understanding your avatar, understanding your product, understanding your content, blah, blah, blah. If you want to watch the video, just go watch the videos here. But I was talking to Tristan, right, yesterday on our call, and he was like, yeah, man, like I saw that and I was just like, I got to get on it. And I was like, she. Yeah, I mean, I was like, she. But it's because I was able to provide so much value in that one video to where he didn't really feel like he had to go and find any other things, right? He knew that the value I had and that the problems I could help him solve were good, right? That was what he came for. And so because he knew he wanted to execute, he put his money where his mouth was, right? And so Tristan bought my product. But it's not only like the value of long form content isn't just providing more value to our people because our videos are longer. It's not just that, okay? There's actually something extremely like powerful in psychology that we can leverage by creating more long form content. So this is called Dunbar's number. Dunbar's number is basically we can only have 150 names, people, organization, brands, kind of just like in our head at once. Like we can't really remember more than 150. And so if something is a part of our 150, it is much more likely that we'll spend our money on it because we're thinking about it. That's where our attention is going. Where attention goes, money flows. That's how the attention economy works nowadays. And so if you're able to use the skill of capturing and maneuvering attention, you can learn how to make money, which is basically what I've done. So if you want to work with me and I can help you teach that, I can teach you that skill. You can create your own coaching offer, use that coaching offer to get your clients through YouTube. I don't know. I can't see TI right now. Just go click on the second link in the description. But Dunbar's number basically says that in order to become a part of someone's 150, we need to spend about 7 hours of time with them or meet on 11 occurrences. Or like, I don't remember if it's one or the other, both. But it's something around that, right? And so before we had the power of content, before we had the internet, spending 7 hours to like build rapport, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of door knocking. That's a lot of face-to-face, right? That's a lot of time spent together. That's extremely low leverage activity, right? But now we have content, we have leverage, we have scale. And so we can literally have someone spend 8 hours with us, except we didn't spend a single second with them. How's that? Because they binged our content. Now, this didn't only happen with one of my clients, it happened with two, okay? So my second client, Jeremy, he watched 13 videos of mine the first day he found me. The fifth one was actually my current VSL at the time, which was about 40 minutes, which basically just even further reinforces this argument. But after that, like Jeremy was basically a fan, right? He knew me, he knew he was rocking out with me. And in not even 2 weeks, he was a customer, okay? My client, Shwana, so she found my stuff. She, within like a few days, she got onto my newsletter. She read every single one of my newsletters. I literally opened my phone, write my email one day, and I just see Shwana like all my newsletters. I'm like, respect, appreciate you, dog. And that was like maybe 20 to 30 minutes of content. But realistically, if she just read all my newsletters, what's the chance that she didn't also spend a bunch of time watching my videos? And when I actually like broke this down to her and told her, she was like, yeah, I've definitely spent 7 hours with you. So I was like, tracks. So guys, like this is the power of long form content, right? The fact that we can get our audience, we can not only give them more value, but we can give them more of an opportunity to spend time with us, which makes it more likely for us to be a part of their 150, which means they'll become more likely to buy. And this is actually a really good transition in the second one. So talking about my client Shwana, I want to talk to you about the third thing I started doing, which is offering free calls and like basically just doing like more market research, giving more free value. So my initial method of free value was just my YouTube. But on June 30th, so the last day of June, I decided to create my small YouTuber monetization community, and I decided to offer free coaching calls. So I started offering, like, I basically was like, yo, I want to give more value to my people, and I also want to start like spending time with my people, spending time with my market more, so I can better understand my avatar, better understand your problems, better understand your struggles. And that's 100% what I've done. Like I've identified through like small YouTuber monetization, through the comments, through talking to you guys on calls, your two biggest constraints: packaging, already talked about that. You just don't know how to make a product. Fair enough. I get it. So I'm going to have another video about that because that can take a while. But yeah, like I started offering free community, free calls. I wanted to give more free value. And think about this, guys. When we give free value and we're helping people alleviate pain, we're helping people solve problems, we're showing people that we're an authority figure. If we're giving free value, someone's going to start asking, hey, what's this paid value look like? Probably way more than the free stuff, right? And so if you give for free, people will be way more likely to want to work with you, right? I started offering free Q&As, Sunday Q&As in small YouTuber monetization. Shawana hopped in one of those. We talked for like 30 minutes. And then I talked to another guy. Shout out Oliver. Yo, Oliver, pound it, bro. Yo, pound it if you're not Oliver too, though. Respect, dog. I love all you guys. No one get left out. But after our like 20-minute convo with Oliver, talked to Shawana for another 10 minutes. So we talked for 40 minutes on Sunday. Then we had our free coaching call, 30 minutes on Monday. And then on Tuesday morning, she was in Digital Renaissance Creators. She was a customer. Coincidence? No. Dunbar's number, free value, better packaging. Guys, it's not that hard, all right? It's not. Now, is it easy to execute on? Simple, not easy, right? So those are the main three things I've really been doing like this last like 10 days that I feel like have really propelled me. But I actually do want to share this one last mindset with you. I was actually on call with Lala this morning. She was telling me about how she always feels like she has to know more. She feels like she struggles with imposter syndrome because she feels like she's at a level, but like there's always more to learn, right? I mean, this is I believe Socrates said this. The more I know, the more I realize I know nothing. This is just how it works. I forgot what the this is the Dunning-Kruger effect. Yeah. It's the more aware, the more aware you are in a certain topic or a certain field, the more you know that you are unaware of other things, right? And so it's literally the more you know, the more you realize you know nothing, which is pretty funny. And then think about the inverse. Why do you think like ignorant people or stupid people think they know everything? They literally have such a like small depth of awareness that they think that this is the complete awareness. But when you expand your consciousness, you're able to see that what's here actually isn't even a fraction. And so like that is something a lot of us struggle with, right? And that's something I struggle heavily. Okay? And I was basically just breaking it down to Lala like this. So let's say, Lala, you'll say you're on level 2 and you want to help people who are at level 0. Okay? You are at level 2. You've gone from level 0 to level 1 to level 2. That means you can help people get from level 0, where they are, to level 2, where you are. That's awesome. That's valuable. That's valuable. You're telling me like alleviating the pain and going from 0 to 1, 0 to 2 faster than like trying to figure it out on your own? That's not valuable? Saving people time, saving people mistakes, that is valuable. And so instead of thinking that you have to know what's on level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in order to serve people who are at level 0, you can just serve people who are level 0 being at level 2 and just show them how you got from level 0 to level 2. That's literally my entire business model. That's when I started my daily uploads, right? On June 1st, I launched my product. On June 12th, I got my first sale. And I believe it was June 19th, I believe, I'd gotten my third sale. But I'm not exactly sure the dates, but I do know that I got my third client at 300 subscribers, right? And I always had the like belief that you can convert 1% of your audience if you're playing the game correctly. And I've literally done exactly that. I've gotten 8 coaching sales, right? I've lost one of my clients, my third creativity coaching client. So my first offer for my first 3 clients, first 2 now, were like, I help spiritual creators unblock their creativity and start creating consistently. Then I got to the point where I was like, yo, I've converted on this 1% thing, 3 clients, 300 subscribers. I want to show other people how to do this. I want to start coaching YouTube and business. And I've gotten 5 clients on that. I'm literally at 747 subscribers, or 43 subscribers. I've gotten 8 coaching sales. I have 7 clients. That is literally better than 1%. Guys, you can do this. You just need to have value to share and you need to stay consistent, okay? You can help others. You can. You just have to stop believing that you can't, because you have gone from level 0 to level 2 in some things. And if you haven't, all right, I can't tell you nothing. Go from level 0 to level 2 in some things. Get the fuck over it. Go solve a problem in your life. But if you have done that, you can start a business. All right. Now, if you want to figure out how to turn that idea into a business, go watch this video. It's 48 minutes long, extremely value packed. All right. My name is Jaden. I'm here building a creator community of spiritual creators, spiritual artists, entrepreneurs, people who want to spread love, spread education, spread fulfillment, and reach financial independence doing what we love every day. That's something you want to be a part of. I really appreciate if you drop a sub, like, share. Let's build up this message. Let's join. Let's grow our spiritual tribe. I don't know why my CTAs are off today. If you want some help figuring out what your product is and actually like getting your content strategy in place, hey, I'd love to help you out. I offer free 30-minute coaching calls. Third link in the description. Come talk to me one-to-one. I'll get to know you better, and I'll like give you actionable advice so you can create your product or align that product to your content so you can start, hopefully making money soon. If you want to work with me one-to-one so you can become a coach, you want to monetize your knowledge, maybe you're a spiritual creator, right? You want to help people deepen their spirituality. Maybe you're a self-improvement YouTuber or productivity YouTuber, and you really want to serve your prior self, help them work harder, help them be more productive, right? Maybe you're a creative, an illustrator, a musician, a filmmaker, and you want to pass down those artistic skills to people because you've seen how much fulfillment is brought to you, and you just want to help other people do that, right? Maybe you're an entrepreneur, or you want to help people in business or in sales. If you want to monetize educational YouTube content as a coach, I want to help you do that. Like I told you guys, I've gone from 0 clients to 7 clients in 60 days. Now, was it 60 days flat? No. I started trying to get into business 7 months ago, okay, in December. And so I believe that I can condense my 7-month journey into 3 months for you, okay? If you want to do that with me, I want to help you. That's the second link in the description. I want to see you there. Do it today. Be better for it tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next video. Thumbs out.